Hi, 7th graders. Today we are working on lesson 6.1.3, One Variable Inequalities. Make sure you show your teacher your homework and you have your book out and you have your title written on your page. When you're ready, then you can play the video again. Six point 1.3, where do the solutions begin and end? One variable inequalities. You have used expression comparison maths to compare two expressions and have found that sometimes it is possible to determine which expression is greater. In this lesson, you will again compare expressions. This time you will find the values for the variable that make one expression greater than the other. 623 is our first problem. Maria has been recording her work to see which side of an expression comparison mat is greater, but she has been called away. Garth looked at her work, but he cannot figure out what Maria did to get from one step to another. Look at Maria's work above and help Garth by building the expressions on your mat using algebra tiles and simplifying them. Write him a note explaining what Maria did to get from one step to another. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is create two comparison mats. So on mine, I'm going to do it on either side of the problem. You just have to have two sides of a mat on your paper. So on mat A, I have starting with 5x plus 2 plus negative 6. So I'm going to start with 5x's, and I'm going to shade each of those in. So you can either pause the video or you can draw along with me. So I have my 5x's plus 2, 1, 2, and those also have to be shaded because those are positive. And then I have plus negative 6. So I'm going to do 6 negative x, or just 6 negative units. Okay, and on mat B, I have 2 x's to start. I'm going to shade those. And then I have positive 2. And then I have negative 8. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Alright, so now I have my mat A and my mat B set up, and now I need to figure out what she did. So I started with 5x plus 2 plus negative 6 on mat A, and I got to 5x plus negative 4. So I see that she combined our units, and by doing that, she would have made 0 pairs and got rid of 2 positives and 2 negatives and be left with negative 4. On mat B, she did the same thing. So I have 2 positives and 8 negatives, and I end up with 6 negatives. So here's the same thing. She would have created 2 0 pairs. Make sure you're doing this on your paper along with me. And then on mat A, I went from 5x plus negative 4 to 3x plus negative 4. So I see here that I have none to cancel, so she must have done the cross canceling where if there balanced sets, one on each side, I can cancel those. So that would leave me with the 3x that she has here. And then I see that on mat B, I went from 2x plus -6 just to -6, and that's how I would have got the -6 over here, is by doing the balanced sets. Then I look at 3x plus -4 and see that they got rid of the -4. There aren't any to cancel here, so she must have done balanced sets and taken away -4 here, and then taken away -4 over here. That leaves me with 3x on mat A and -2 on mat B. So now on your paper you need to write a note explaining what Maria did to get from one step to another. So say what she did from step 1 to step 2, step 3, step 4. Please pause the video and write that on your paper and then check with my answer. I said in step 1, Maria made 0 pairs on each mat. In step 2, she canceled balanced sets of x's, and then in step 3, she canceled balanced sets of unit tiles, just like we did when we were solving it. 624. Compare the expressions 2 plus 2x plus -3 plus 2x plus -4 plus 1 using algebra tiles. Use Maria's method of recording to show your steps. Make sure you record each step so that your teacher or others could see what you did on your expression comparison mat. Which mat is greater? So I'd like you to pause the videos and make those two comparison mats, and then play the video when you think you have it correct, and I will show you my answer. The two expression mats I made. My first expression mat has two units plus 2x plus 3 negatives. Mat B has 2 x's plus -4 plus 1. Okay, now I need to figure out which one's greater. So first I'm going to start by making 0 pairs. So mat A, I have a 0 pair here and another 0 pair. Then in mat B, I have another 0 pair in my units. That's all the 0 pairs I have left. So then on mat A, I have 1 x that I can cancel with the x on mat B, and I have another set of those I can also do. Then mat A, I have 1 negative that I can cancel with another negative from mat B. So then I can come up with the answer, which is greater. I have 0 left on mat A and -2 left on mat B. So my answer is mat A is greater because 0 is greater than -2. On B, it says use symbols such as less than, equal to, or greater than to show the relationship between the final expressions on mat A and mat B. So the way I would do that is mat A is 0 is greater than -2. That's my inequality. Now I'd like you to work on problem 625 and 626. Once you can show your teacher you're done with those, they will give you the homework that's due tomorrow. Have fun!